Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Hidayah. I would like to explain about my research. It's about accounting treatment on spectrum frequency. So, in this era of rapidly developing technology, the use of information technology is used in almost all levels of society in Indonesia. The development of several indicators of utilization in Indonesia shows that the most rapid development of indicators is seen in the use of the internet in household, which reached 78.17%. The potential and high demand of the community for telecommunication services make the telecommunication industry very profitable. By the increasing number of internet users in the world, the frequency spectrum users are increasing also. Frequency spectrum is radio waves used by parties providing internet and telecommunication networks, such as Telkom, XL, Indosat, and etc. And frequency spectrum is a very large asset based on report data from Telkom in 2019. Data on frequency rental expenses is estimated to reach 5.7 trillion rupiah and generate a profit of 42.3 trillion rupiah. By the potential for the frequency spectrum to continue and to increase, accounting research related to the frequency spectrum is still very few and limited, whereas on the other hand, this frequency spectrum is very profitable asset. So, from the background above, the formulation of the problem is what transactions are related to the frequency spectrum for the owner of the frequency and the user of frequency. And second, what is the contract used by the owner of the frequency in frequency spectrum transaction? So, this is the previous studies that related to my research. So, after that, I will explain about the research framework of these studies. The research framework is carried out by performing the following steps. The first, we will do the identification of problems in the frequency spectrum. It is about what the transaction related to frequency spectrum from the provider and the users. The provider of the frequency spectrum is Kominfo of Indonesia, and the example of the users of the frequency spectrum are Telkomsel, XL, Indosat, and etc. So, after that, we will do the data collection. This is by the exploratory research. We will explore what the transaction related to this asset, and after that, we will do the confirmation of the exploration of the research before. The confirmation is support also by using the ANP method. We will do the deeper interview of the provider, as here we know the Kominfo of Indonesia. The result is about what the transaction that related to frequency spectrum from the provider and the users. And the result of this study is also what the akad of the Sharia transaction that used by the provider of the spectrum frequency, and this object is Kominfo. So what akad that Kominfo use for to get return of frequency spectrum.